What's up guys, James here and welcome back to another video on the channel. I thought I'd put out another back to basics Roblox video to get this channel back on track. A couple months ago I made a video talking about Roblox's default starter place that comes with every player's account when they first create it. I was quite proud of that video and it got some good attention too, so thank you for that. Just over a week ago, I received a comment on that video saying that the template map, Suburban, is even creepier than the starter place, as people definitely used to live there. Now this inspired me a bit. The default starter place is pretty eerie, but there are 17 other map templates to work with. So in this video, I'll be talking about the ones I think are the creepiest. And I'll be starting with the map I just mentioned, Suburban. Walking around in Suburban, yeah, it's creepy. And if you told me it's creepier than the default starter place, I wouldn't argue with you. Once again, it strikes that balance between being kind of stocked with furniture and buildings and plants and things, but still pretty empty. One thing I noticed is that you can visibly see that the grass on the ground is moving in the wind, but yet all you hear is your own footsteps. Outside of the town, it's completely empty, and there aren't even roads that leave it. Keep walking and you'll come to the edge of the world, a drop-off into a gray, dark nothingness, absent of even clouds. Within the town, it's as if everybody just disappeared. Like this suburb was once bustling with inhabitants, but one day they all suddenly left, or even vanished out of thin air. An empty car lies right in the middle of the road, as if its driver was plucked right out of their seat. You can drive this car around the map, but again, it makes no noises at all. When I wasn't looking, the car reappeared at its spawn point. Now obviously it's just respawning, but it's almost as if someone drove it back there while I was looking elsewhere. It's not like this place was just left to rot. The electricity and the plumbing are all working fine. The crosswalks and the traffic lights are all functional and you can even interact with them. And the cash registers at the local gas station all work. This is a place built for people, but without any. The gas station is also pretty strange. It's filled with weird, mysterious items that make you wonder why they're being sold there. A huge boomerang? A radar that tells you where people are, as if you need to watch your back or be on the lookout for someone or something. A mosquito light? Hey, I guess there are some living animals here after all. There's these strange experimental coils that allow you to defy gravity, run really fast, or heal injuries in a matter of seconds. Maybe this is just some sick experiment. There's a disco ball that paralyzes you and forces you to dance against your will. It even has a really ominous caption that reads, "Dance like there's no tomorrow." Perhaps a forbidding warning of what's to come. You probably do think I'm just making all of this up, but I dare you to go explore Suburban and the other templates for yourself. Walk through the school on the map without turning on its lights and you will see what I mean after a while. Empty classrooms but with text on the chalkboards, as if both students and teachers just disappeared or left before I appeared. The bathroom is pretty eerie too. At one point I even thought I got jump scared in there for a second, only to realize that I wasn't and it was just my imagination. Though you wouldn't be wrong to say I might be exaggerating a bit. I'll admit that while walking around the map and exploring the buildings for a while, I really did start getting an eerie vibe after a bit. And remember, this is all unintentional because Roblox definitely didn't want these maps to be creepy, but there's still just something off about them. I think I've talked enough about the map Suburban now, and I would really just recommend checking it out for yourself. The map Western gives me a similar vibe to the original starter place. It's basically this big barren expanse with a really small town in the center of it that's pretty eerie to go through. The town is complete with empty jail cells, a bar, living quarters, and empty bedrooms and other buildings, and every single light in the town is turned on. There's a working train stopped there, and even horses in the local stable. Again, it's like everybody just randomly got up and left or disappeared into thin air. There's also this really uncanny sky backdrop using photos from our own Earth, which just doesn't really fit in with the map like at all, and below it is that same gray void from earlier. I rode the train around the map and it's pretty weird. It just goes through this huge barren world without making any sound whatsoever. It's not like there's other buildings or man-made landmarks here, so it doesn't really serve a purpose. Man, somebody should make a creepypasta about this. I think that would be pretty interesting to see. Personally, I don't really think any of the other maps give off much of an eerie vibe that much. They're just not really that uncanny at all and just look like normal fun Roblox maps. Some of them even have NPCs that talk to you, which sort of takes them off the list. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I definitely enjoyed making it. Hopefully it at least gave you something to think about, and at most maybe even inspired some of you out there a bit. This might not be the last video I make about the map templates or the starter place, so stay tuned for the future. Dance like there's no tomorrow. And I'll see you on the next one.